Hi everyone, if you're new here, my name is Michelle. If not, welcome back. As you can see by the title, today we are creating a drugstore day to night look, and I'm going to be using all Bourjois products. Bourjois is one of my favorite drugstore brands of all time. I think I've been using it since I was about 12. No joke. I think one of the first products I had was like a 3D rose gold lip gloss. Holla if you know what I'm talking about. Bourjois is one of the only brands that I used when I was a teen that I've carried into my 20s. For an affordable brand, they really do have some premium quality formulas. I love their foundations, their lipsticks. You've heard me talk about them so many times. I used the Healthy Mix foundation in a recent tutorial. I think it was the breakup makeup one. So I'm going to use that again today, talk you through all of my favorite products, and of course show you how I get a day and a night look in very simple steps. You know me, I ain't no makeup artist. I'm just a regular girl who loves makeup. So if you want to know how I got this look, stay tuned. So to start with, I'm using the Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation. This is a beautiful glowy hydrating foundation, and it really gives you like a radiance from within. It contains lots of vitamins, and it also provides like an anti-fatigue effect, so it's really brightening and it wakes up your skin. I'm using a shade slightly darker than my natural skin because I'm fake tanned. I'm blending that all over my face with a flat top brush. Now I'm going to use the Bourjois Healthy Mix Concealer. This is really hydrating and it has a nice medium coverage, but it's almost invisible on the skin. I like to use this in any areas where I need a little bit of extra coverage, like around my nose or my mouth, and then I also like to use it underneath my eyes and across my eyelids. It covers up the bags underneath my eyes and makes my eyes look very bright and awake, and it also covers up the pigmentation on my eyelids and preps my eyelids for eyeshadow. Now I'm going in with the Bourjois Sculpt Light Strobing Highlighter. This is a gorgeous cream highlighter, and I like to apply it just using my fingers to the tops of my cheekbones, above my eyebrows, along my nose and my cupid's bow. It adds a beautiful lit from within kind of radiance to the face. It has a kind of opalescent pink tone, which really suits this kind of look as well. Now using the Healthy Balance powder, I'm going to set my eyelids, the concealer underneath my eyes, and also set any areas of my face where I know that my makeup moves or I get any ugly shine. This powder is really silky, it's not cakey on the skin, it's very undetectable. It reminds me a lot of a Givenchy powder, which is crazy because this is such an affordable brand, but it honestly is such a beautiful powder. It has a little bit of coverage as well, which is great. I'm also dusting just the tiniest bit on the perimeter of my face to set those areas too, avoiding my highlight. Now to warm up the skin and add a little bit of definition, I'm using the Bourjois Maxi Delight bronzer. I'm just sweeping this in all the areas that the sun would naturally hit. We're not sculpting or anything. So across my forehead, across my cheeks, the backs of my cheeks. It just makes me look really healthy and glowing. That's just me admiring my highlight, don't worry about that. Now I'm using the Bourjois Blush Pot in the shade Lovestruck Rose, and I'm adding that just to the apples of my cheeks to bring a really healthy glow to my face. It's a really nice peachy coral shade with a bit of shimmer, so it adds a glow and that kind of healthy pinched cheek look. Now I'm using the Bourjois Brow Sculpt Duo to define my brows. I'm first using the lighter end to highlight my brow bone. This gives a very subtle highlight. It's not too shimmery or shiny. It just kind of lifts the brow bone. And then of course I'm using the darker side to shape my brows. I'm basically just going with my natural shape and enhancing that. I like to draw a line above and below the brow to get the original shape, and then I just feather the pencil throughout my whole brow to fill it in. And of course brushing through with a spoolie as always at the end. Now onto eyes. I'm using the palette Le Nude for my eyes today. I'm starting by sweeping the white light shade on my brow bone and to my inner corners to highlight. And then I'm using this kind of rose gold with a slight copper undertone shade, and I'm applying that with my finger all across my lid. This is a very creamy formula, so using your fingers is great. It really packs on that shine and that colour. I'm then going to use this taupe shade just to add a little bit of definition to my outer V. It doesn't add too much drama, just that little bit of definition. Now onto mascara. I am wearing lash extensions, but I do always love to wear mascara. This is the Bourjois Volume Reveal Mascara, and this will just help add some volume to my lashes, and it's a very black mascara, which is great, but it doesn't clump up or look too heavy. You get a very fluttery lash from this. Now onto lips, we're going to use a nude for the day look. I'm using the Contour Edition lip liner just to define my lips. I don't have the biggest lips in the world, so I like to give them a little bit of help with the liner. This is really creamy and pigmented. And then I'm going to top that off with one of my favorite products, which is the Bourjois Rouge Lac in the shade Jolie Brune. This is a very pink nude kind of shade, which is perfect for daytime. I really like this formula because it's long lasting and very pigmented, but it's quite creamy on the lips. You can still rub your lips together and it wears very well throughout the day as well. So that is the day look. Now to amp up the look for nighttime, I'm going to use the Brow Natural Felt Tip pen to beef up the brows. It just gives a little bit more texture and fullness to the brows, which I love for nighttime. Then using the Slim Felt Tip liner, I'm going to add a winged liner, which is the perfect way to add drama to your look for the evening. This pen is actually so easy to use. If you know me and you watch my channel, I am not the best at liquid liner, but this pen makes it a breeze. The tip is so fine. You just draw the outline of the wing and then fill it in. So simple, so easy. Even I can do it. This is also uber black and long lasting, which is essential for evening wear. Then I like to use a little bit of the Healthy Mix Concealer just to tidy up the wing, you know, get it looking nice and sharp. Now I'm going to use the bronzing powder and highlighter to slightly shape and highlight the face. So I'm adding a little bit of the bronzer underneath the cheekbone. We're not going too crazy, we just want that cheekbone to pop. I'm also adding a tiny bit to the jaw to slim down my face and a little bit to the temple as well. Then I'm using the powder highlighter in all of the usual areas. This has a gorgeous pink tone to it. It's a really unusual colour. I really like it. So it's going on the cheekbones, above the brows, the nose and the cupid's bow. I'm not going to add too much more eyeshadow, but I am going to go back to the palette we originally used and use the dark shade in that to smoke up the outer V. You can see this creates a kind of sultry, doe-eyed effect for the evening. Again, this blends so easily and it's super quick. Now to finish the evening look, what better way than to add a red lip? I'm going to use the Contour Edition lip liner first to line my lips because I do like to use a liner in the evening to have a really nice perfect pout. And then the finishing touch is the Bourjois Rouge Edition Velvet in the shade Red Volution. This is my favourite matte lipstick formula of all time. Doesn't dry out your lips, super pigmented, you can layer upon it throughout the day, it's just incredible. And that is the nighttime look. And just in case you're wondering, Bourjois is available in Priceline in Australia. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed playing around with all of the products and showing you how I amp up my look for nighttime with very little effort. Only a few steps and you're ready to go out for the night. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all the things. But that's enough for today. I will talk to you again really, really soon.